Good evening, everybody, and welcome to After Hours, brought to you by Glenfarclas, which is our sponsor. We got 3 lovely glasses of whiskey on the side there, which is going to keep us warm. It's a bit windy up the top here, and I've got some great guests this week who join us every night, same time, same place. And we've got Rosie Tapner, who's been out and about. She's been on the show After Hours before many a time. She's got some great, insightful interviews as well, which will play out over the 3 days.
Are you going to introduce?
Yeah, I am in a minute. I was getting on to you.
Go on.
I was getting on to you, but you need no introduction. Unfortunately, Luke has had a sip of the Glenfarclas. It seems to be going down very well. Right. Yeah, these are my guests tonight. The Chuckle Brothers, I call them. Barry Gerrity, Luke Harvey. One was a very, very good jockey and one very average, but we won't dwell on which was which.
I'm pleased with average.
Average is right. Yeah, one face planted a lot more than the other, as you can see. But boys, thanks for joining me.
Cheers.
Back in Cheltenham. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a good day actually.
It's good to be back with the crowd. It was brilliant. The atmosphere today was electric.
I was actually, because I was out and about roaming around Friday. Being out the front there, seeing that grandstand full again was some sight, because we haven't really had that for 2 years, of course. And
Countryside Day, I've come tweeded up. I've got tweed pants,
You like that every
socks.
day, Luke.
No, I'm not Alice. I just you've got to mix in with the environment. Look at the state of you.
I was watching the other channel, Sky Race, and you were wearing that banger the other day.
I wouldn't know. I've saved it every year. Save it for this day.
Well,
you've got to dress up. You've got to be a part of the environment, haven't you? I mean, you've come here. Look at you.
Oh, look.
I'm surprised you could hardly walk around those trousers so tight.
Yeah, I don't know why you're like. Something the actual viewers should know about you two. You did live together, so I was going to say, Barry, is that his standard wardrobe? I bet he had
It was a really nice 1-bedroom flat.
Was it? So you slept together?
Well, no. Didn't quite get on that well. But...
No, we weren't that close. Close, but not. His wardrobe, I don't know. But no, he would only bring out the tweed on the big day. Yeah, it's the big day. But yeah.
But today was a big day.
Each to their own, I suppose.
Yeah, it was Countryside Day today. We'll have a little look at the here. We got some. Well, there was lots of entertainment, and obviously Countryside Day brings us so much. And when we get the VT in a second, will I show you is that there? You know what they are, Luke?
Yes,
Bobs. But no, this was a little show that was cut on before the race down. Well, they're work dogs, aren't they? They're good at retrieving. But Countryside Day, it's a great atmosphere. It brings just a huge crowd in. Obviously, all these 3 days does. I mean, this is great racing. We look ahead to the big stars ahead. Going to the festival in March. And we unearthed some special horses, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But
did you bring your poodle along?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Is that me or
you?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking to.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, but I didn't know if that was like a euphemism for somebody, the poodle. No, I don't have a poodle.
It's a breed of dog, man.
I'm sure it is.
What horse does that just go through? You won a Cheltenham Gold Cup, and you don't know.
Which one? I didn't see it.
Coney Green.
There's about 4 horses on the screen. Yeah, well, that's the retraining of racehorses. They obviously do an amazing job. They were lots of horses. Pinot de Rey, loads of them were obviously all out and about today. Gallivantage showing their stuff, and they do an amazing work as well. But it's good that we have days like this where you can showcase, obviously, all the work that goes into a lot of the racehorses afterwards, just the dogs and all the work they do. Yeah, it's been good, boys.
No, it has been good. Yeah, and great to see those horses because it's another life for them.
Yeah.
And it's just brilliant for the public to see what goes on and for them in the future.
The race is good, but it's all about having a laugh. I know what people, it's an entertainment industry, isn't it? So you've got to go there and do different things. And, just for people who come here that might only come once a year, you've got lots of different things going on, and it makes it.
And we had it. Well, have a drink at the same time.
Like Dave Allen just keeps filling up.
You're like that on the job, aren't you? ITV.
Well, ITV.
He looks like he's had a drink when you're on there.
Yeah.
What was it like down at the start today?
Cold. No, it's good. I genuinely, people always say to you, you get chipped out down at the start. It's brilliant because you get to it's so quiet down there, and you get to chat to the jockeys, and you just see the different way the horses behave, and some of them get on edge, and some horses really knuckle down to it. Some of the jockeys, you see them, they're like, their eyes are out on stalks. You think, well, that's got no chance. He's going to blow the start or whatever. So no, it's good. It's good.
Insightful.
Yeah. Well, don't get to see any finishes.
Yeah. No, but you never really see a finish.
Not when I was riding.
You still don't. Where were you at today? I did see you out.
I was actually in a school earlier on.
Okay.
Yeah, doing for Cheltenham.
Yeah.
visited a school, 31 10-year-olds. I'd say I was asked about 60 questions about me. From school, what I did, what I liked, career, everything. So it was a brilliant time.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's nice to give something back as well. Going there and they'll obviously they'll know who you are and they'll be obviously gripped in what you have to say.
Yeah, when they started asking me, I was telling Monty's pass in 2003, it was going over their head a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously it was.
Yeah.
I wonder who's club at school. I wonder who's got the most qualifications out of all.
Well, I've got 14 GCSEs and 11 of those are A's and 3 are A stars, so I'll probably take the beating on that, but we won't worry about it.
So you haven't got any?
Mate, it's not. No, I have.
Yeah, I can't believe
you
it. No, I haven't. No.
I've all A's.
I opposite. Have you?
All A's.
Have you?
There's no way.
Barry was
There's no way you've got any, mate.
Absence. You good in school? No, not really.
Go,
But back like
could try harder was the report.
Yeah. I think like this isn't me being rude, but back in your day, you probably like you could get away.
It wasn't black and white.
But you probably you could get away with like skiving off. And I say that because I used to come to the festival and everything here when I was about 10 years old. You could easily get a day off school.
Oh, we used to hunt every Tuesday
for
the winter, and the principal agreed to it. That was great idea. Yeah,
that's Ireland for you. It's a different ball game, isn't it?
That's thrown that you did well at school.
Yeah, really well. Why is that thrown?
Well. I mean, no,
people meet
a nice guy, but
one of the things
I wouldn't want you on the quiz team.
Yeah, you would, though. I'm a wealth of youthful knowledge. People see me, they think intellect. People meet you for the first time. My girlfriend never got introduced to you. She'd think, why are you introducing me to these people?
Oh, she hasn't told you. On we go.
Some people, you can't outwit some people. All right, today's action. We'll start with the novice chase today, the 2-horse race. This was entertaining, to say the least. If you haven't seen today's action, then we're going to watch the footage back and we'll discuss it. So I'll leave this one with you guys, but you'll be peeled to this, so have a watch.
2 plain fences to jump. Harry Skelton switches my Drogo up on the outside to come now and begin to mount his challenge to Gin on Lime as they come towards the home turn. The pair of them are together. On the left in the grey jacket, my Drogo just maybe taking a slender lead to Gin on Lime, but she's battling away in second place there on the right-hand side as they move to the second last. There'll only be a neck between them here. My Drogo over it safely. On he goes, and Gin on Lime has come to a standstill, but Rachel Blackmore stayed on board. Now she needs to get going here to collect the prize as my Drogo then slithers on, landing at the second last fence. Gin on Lime comes to the last now. She's up and over safely and will now complete in her own time, although the loose horse, my Drogo, is going to beat her to the winning post. Unfortunately, with Harry Skelton not in board, it won't count. So Gin on Lime, this is victory number 6 of her career, her fifth victory over fences, and Gin on Lime finishes alone.
I obviously haven't been racing or experienced racing as much as you have. I've been coming 20 years to champion, but that is something I've never seen on a racecourse before.
I tapped me, where I've got 2 horses 10 lengths clear, both follow the last, come through, jump, collect. So it happens, but it's just rare to see it here on a big day as well. But my Drogo looked to be in control, jumped the fence perfectly, but it's his first run over fences, and he lacks experience. He didn't get the landing gear out. He wasn't as sure of himself. An experienced horse knows, just get them out, get them strong. Yeah. And he just knuckled over. It was a big innocent mistake. And then Gin on Lime actually done the exact same thing simultaneously. And somehow Rachel stayed on. Rachel stayed on out of, you're talking about core fitness and strength.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you there.
Yeah. Especially when you ride that short.
Instinct, because it's to hold yourself there.
Yeah.
It's like sitting on a plank. You don't see that very often. Usually it will come off. I'm not sure I ever sat in one like that.
Well, no, it was an extraordinary setting. When you think about it, so a lot of the jocks when Barry was riding, he'd have been sort of 10 stone, 10-7, quite often. Well, I bet you, Rachel, she's not much over 9 stone. So it's not brute strength that's keeping her on. It's as Barry says, it's technique and just the way that she's got this feel and core fitness, that she's able to do it. But it was a great set.
Everything from so when she came over the fence, so her hands to be in the position they're in, which leaves her in a balanced position. She was never out of balance because she had herself, her feet, her knees, her bum, her hands, her shoulders. If she's further forward her shoulders, she's gone. everything is in the right position. But that's her core is working to hold her in place. And she's on a tightrope.
I suppose that's the stuff that we don't see, like the day-to-day in the gym, the working on your fitness, your physique.
You don't appreciate the level. And I only learned it myself in the latter years doing rehab. Actually, the amount of improvement you can get in yourself by doing core work and weights. I was thinking weights for
I think one of the best other examples of someone along those lines, obviously going to the flat racing world, would be Holly Doyle as well.
Yeah.
She is so strong. I was down in the gym with her not long ago. She's an
unbelievable,
animal.
isn't she?
She's so strong, and that shows. When you watch a close finish, you think, you could watch that as a punter and think, oh God, yeah, that horse was good, put his neck out. But the strength of what they get out of a horse.
And these girls, they have had to swim against the tide to get to where they are.
Yeah.
So they've had to put in the extra effort. And that's just the level of commitment. Like I know Holly, but I know Rachel really well. And I know how committed she is. And she has been that way all the way through. And it's that commitment that has got her to where she is now. And there's the result today, because Harry Skelton came off, and Harry is brilliant, and he's fit. But
should he have challenged? Just say, because you've got those two fences. He was on the best horse. There's no two ways about that. Would you have made your challenge, because he's probably going as fast as point of the race was when he came off that bend? Would you have challenged before the bend, so you'd almost got the advantage then, or not?
Tommy Carberry, one of the greatest jockeys ever, said you go down to a fence, you go for the long stride or you go for the short stride, or whatever decision you make in the race. If you're on your arse at the back, you were wrong. Right. So once Harry was on the ground, he should have done it differently.
Yeah, I know.
And I was looking at it turning in.
It's all hindsight.
Yeah, and that's not.
It's not like he really sent him into the
fence.
He
didn't. The horse jumped the fence perfectly.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't analyze. Like I was watching it and I was thinking, where will Harry go? Because this is a dangerous fence.
Yeah.
And he needs to get it right. But the horse got it perfect
for an inexperienced chaser.
But it was his inexperience on landing.
Yeah.
That caught him out. So
I was thinking when I was watching, God, maybe there's a bit of not false ground, but their horse just come down but then because it looked very similar. Do you know what I mean? But again, it is coincidental that it happened.
The fence is on level ground, and it can happen. The last fence is on a slate. It's starting to climb again. It won't happen at the last.
So you're saying because of the rise in the ground and just not getting your foot planted straight.
So you're on level ground. The speed of the jump. So because he's in level ground, he can go at it fast, but he can pitch and landing, and he gets top heavy and goes. Where the last fence is on a slight climb, he's jumping onto a hill, so he won't get top heavy because he's jumping on the rising ground.
The ground comes up like that, so you end up like that.
Yeah.
And then the experienced horse would have got his leg out.
So in theory, if it was the reverse way and you're actually landing on a downslope, he'd have probably been fine. So he'd have more leg out and.
Well, an uphill. If you're landing uphill, the ground comes to meet you.
Yeah.
It's more assuring to a novice.
Yeah.
Where if you're on level or a downhill, it's going away from them, and it's the speed.
But what, as a jockey, what's obviously, Rachel, you can analyse these two differently. But what's the first thing or goes? Yeah, when the horse kind of pitches and goes down, are you gripping on your hands and trying to?
What goes through your head doesn't even have time. It's instinct and muscle memory. It's training, and your instinct was trained from when you're a kid riding ponies.
Yeah.
And it just grows and grows from there. And a 20-year-old Rachel Blackmore would have come off today. But experience and strength and fitness, everything, it's a combination. And that isn't appreciated. The level of fitness and core strength to do that and hold yourself there, to have that balance, that's top class.
I think it's 1 in every 12 rides ends up being a fall. So you think about it, you're going at 30 miles an hour, give or take, and you think you're kicked out of a car door 30 miles an hour, I know 100 times a year.
Yeah.
Sooner or later you're going to get hurt.
Yeah. 100%.
I think it's so bad. In the latter stage of my career, before I went out, I used to introduce myself to the paramedics. See you in a minute.
See you in a second. Yeah, exactly. I just showed the level of horses that they were chucking. Luke on this one. But a word on my Drogo. Obviously, he was very classy novice last season, probably one of the best British novices. So he'll be grand. He'll learn from that.
Oh, he will, and he's a big, strong horse.
Yeah. He travelled beautifully, jumped
brilliantly. And he's coming from one of the best schools as regards to educate a horse and teach him how to jump. And he jumped brilliantly through the race. So he'll have got a fright, but he'll get the landing gear the next day.
Yeah,
he'll be more sure, and he'll be afraid to be casual about it. It was a bit casual on his own behalf for the reason, just to have an experience.
Yeah. Well, we'll go again, no doubt. And let's have a look at the cross country as well. Another race which grabs the attention. And let's see the highlight package here.
And as they do so, it's still Potter's Corner, been out in front the whole way. Alfred Ezobo in maroon colours is coming up with him now as they go to the 8-tree fence. 27 this is, second and final time over this. Still there singing banjo, Balco de Flo, the orange cap, really coming into it now, taken fourth from Plan of Attack. And then comes Alfred Ezobo. That is the leading sextet as they really begin to race down the centre of the course now. And a Potter's Corner taken on by the grey Diesel Dalier. Balco de Flo's a length behind them. Back on the lash and Plan of Attack making headway. Singing Banjo still holds on to fourth position. Alfred Ezobo behind those as they come back onto the racecourse proper. And it is Potter's Corner being taken on by Diesel Dalier. This pair, Diesel Dalier's gone on to back on the lash, and then comes Singing Banjo, Balco de Flo, Plan of Attack behind these, then Alfred Ezobo and Fox Pro as they head towards the home turn. And the grey horse, Diesel Dalier, previous winner, Harry Bannister in front. The black jacket back on the lash and Sean Bone into second. Potter's Corner off toward the right there, Jack Tudor in third. Singing Banjo's right in behind those as well, as Diesel Dalier was the leader by a couple of lengths as they head up the hill. Both back on the lash, and also Singing Banjo and Barry Walsh trying to challenge. And back on the lash is now taking it up as they race towards the line. It's just the nose bandit headed back of the lash in front to Singing Banjo, who's just in second place. Diesel Dalier and Plan of Attack behind those, and Balco de Flo.
I mean, one of the best finishes of the day, but in the cross country race, you rarely see a blanket finish like that.
Yeah, because it's so strung out. It's a 3+ miles, whatever it is. So.
Do you know, I was when they first introduced it, I was against it. Oh, we're trying to copy what they do on the continent. We've got the best racing in the world, and it's just been the biggest success ever. And you go out there. I was lucky enough to be right in the middle. You can get people, if you come along to Cheltenham, come out there and just go out onto track. It's brilliant to see how close you can get.
Chatted to people today. It was the first time they'd been on the cross-country course. Now, it might have been the first time they come racing, but to go out there and experience that, when you're right in the middle of it, and you can actually look back even on the grandstand and the rest, that's some spot. I mean,
you can hear the jockeys shouting.
But not in many other sports, you're right in the middle of the action. That's proper centre stage.
There's a brilliant atmosphere. But that's Cheltenham as well, though. It all feeds that. It's a great place for atmosphere. But the cross-country, a little bit like the retired horse as well, it's a great place to rejuvenate. One that's maybe gone out of form and lost interest, you can sweeten them with races like this. So it can prolong a horse's career too, which is gives them another chance at another life, if you like.
Yeah, exactly. You see the likes of Potter's Corner.
He ran well, didn't he?
Yeah, he ran a blinder. Yeah, I mean, he travelled off the front. It looked great. And that's a horse which is obviously, I was speaking to Christian Williams today, a handful of people who want to have that once retired. And he's got many a home to go to. But this, like races like that, just gives them another chance to get some wind in their lungs and have another go at it.
Did you ever ride over there?
I did. It's a good few years ago now, but I would have stopped because the chance of getting a suspension for going alongside the marker would have frightened me a little bit. But it's railed now. It's better. There's less chance to get it wrong. So I stepped away from it.
I'll tell you, it'd be a good idea.
Maybe I was just afraid of it.
Why don't Cheltenham get one of those little cameras and you ride around the cross-country course? It'd be great to see.
Probably go the wrong way. To be honest, that's half the struggle. It's quite confusing, isn't it?
It is.
It's like your qualifications. Surely you'd have to work it out.
I wasn't a racing driver. I was a
geography.
Mathematician, geography, trust me, I couldn't navigate my round one there. But yeah, back on the lash, he was your winner.
He was well named.
Yeah.
Glenfarclas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. We are on the lash.
Local winner as well, Martin Keithley, Connecticut.
That always helps. The Cotswolds, down the road from us.
Yeah,
you about to say from you as well. Don't give away your location.
What's your place called Blenheim, isn't it, your house?
Blenheim, yeah, that's my other house. That's my weekend house. Yeah, that's just the weekend spot. But Balco de Flo as well. You ran a great race.
He did. He seemed to get tired, so maybe there's improvement again from him. But he had a lot of weight as well, so it was a good run. And he's running entry last year. He holds a good level of form.
Well, something what's nice to watch now. Rosie was out and about, as I said earlier. She's going to be with us all week. She was with you, Barry, and she went down to one of the fences during one of the first races of the day, or second race of the day.
Last fence, yeah.
Last fence.
Yeah.
And we actually had a lovely little chat with you. So let's see what you two got up to.
well, I've been given access all areas as I've been allowed down to the final fence. And I have to say, if you haven't stood by a fence before, which I haven't until just now, it is huge. You just don't get that perspective when you're watching on telly. And we've just seen them come past. It's quite terrifying watching up close. And in particular, what's interesting to me is anything from right up close to the fence to around about here, the horses can take off. There are hoof marks here where they've flown, and that to me is extraordinary. We've got a special guest the other side just to talk us through a little bit more. Let's go and see him. Well, a man that is no stranger here at Cheltenham, we found him. It's Barry Geraghty. Lovely to see you. And back by a fence, Barry.
Yes, the last fence, the lucky last.
Lucky last. And is it you? We've worked out with this fence this morning. We reckon you've ridden this fence over 2,000 times. Would that be about right?
It's a good guess, maybe. I suppose with 20 plus years, there's a good chance that could be the case. But I'm definitely not able to count them, and I don't think I'll start either. But yeah, I've been over umpteen times. I'm not sure I've had many falls at it. I remember falling off Move with the Times there one day. But it's a nice fence because it's running slightly uphill, and horses, they back off and get on their hocks, and it's not a tricky fence. But you kind of get horses coming down that are a bit tired maybe.
And you are on the ground today because you have retired 24 years, 43 wins here at Cheltenham. Is it quite nice to be on the ground, or a little smidgen of you wanting to get back on?
No, I loved it all the way through, and I loved it to the end. But I'm very comfortable with it. It was the right decision at the right time. I was 40 when I finished, and you can't go on forever. So it's I didn't want to keep going and regret not getting out when I did. So I took the chance while I was still in Norfolk, get out in one piece.
Say you'd rather be with me and you there now.
Do you miss it at all? No, not even slightly.
I was watching a novice chase most common there about 6 weeks ago. 2 mile novice chase. I love 2 mile chases, and they're blitzing down over the last 3 fences.
Absolutely flying.
Oh, and I think no, and I'd love to have a go, and then I just go.
Realise
Imagine peeling yourself off the ground.
I was going to say, waking up the next morning, that was always pretty tough, wasn't it?
Yeah. So no.
After a crashing fall.
Yeah.
And they get harder every time. Like hangovers.
Don't get easier.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It is like
I don't get hangovers.
Yeah. Do you not? You don't drink enough.
I'll take issue with this. Do you know what?
You've tried to without drinking before.
That was.
It never really failed, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker.
Good. That's the right way, Luke.
You'll win that one then every time, won't you?
Yeah, exactly. Is it not a big trigger? She's seeing that off. Right, we're going to have some fun. We're having fun, but we're going to have some more fun. Right, you boys obviously live together. We know that. Barry, when you came over from Ireland.
Okay, let's just clarify this. I lodged in Luke's
Yeah, but
house.
I like the word living together. Sounds
so
a bit more
probably
like...
maybe 2 nights, 3 nights a week for 5 to 6 months of the
But
year.
He was at the other end of the house as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was only living in a shed with it at the time. West Wing, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to play...
Hotel Harvey was called.
Hotel Harvey, is it? It's that one room.
That's the only person I said when I was late at night saying, "Who's coming back to Hotel Harvey?" Barry put his hand up. That was it.
You two, like, you love each other, don't you?
Well, I
It
don't
grew
mind it,
from
but I
there,
would have preferred who we were sitting next to come back. Not you. Not you.
No. No, the filly.
Yeah. Well, more old mare. But...
Right. I think we should play Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, no.
I don't know which one's Mr. and which one's Mrs. But I've got a few questions here. You're going to obviously answer for each other. So let's get this underway. Which jockey, Luke, I'm going to ask you, which jockey Barry admired the most ever?
I would say, I think he thought Ruby was the best rider.
Yeah.
Is that right?
All right?
Good. That's right. 1 point to you.
Yeah. Not AP.
No.
I didn't say that you said
No,
that.
well, if it wasn't there.
A lot of people, they always side with Ruby, didn't they, over AP? Poor old Tone.
It's personality.
I saw him today, bless him. He was having a glass of champagne.
Judge would call for a photo who's the most miserable, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
I mean, unbelievable.
he was going through the card up in the royal box, which you can actually see in the distance behind me up that direction. I got there and he was having a glass of champagne and I said, hey, Tony, and he was going, I said, you've been through the car.
If he's gone on the beer now, has he?
Hey, he's in the right.
Drinking champagne.
I was more concerned how he got in the Royal
That's
Box.
breaking news.
Yeah,
I think he was drinking champagne.
He's never drank in his life.
Yeah, but my point is, he hadn't been through the card at all. He was going through the card. He just waffled his way through, which I'll be doing later. Let me tell you that. I'm doing that this evening. But Barry, who was Luke's favourite ever jockey? You can, if it is yourself, be honest, because it sounds like, oh, Barry, come and stay at my house.
Yeah, I don't stay there very often now, so I can be more truthful.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't really say that. Peter Scudamore. He spoke well of Peter Scudamore. Yeah,
I like Skew.
Yeah.
Well, who did you love though? We don't care about who you love.
I love me.
I did.
Who was
like
your favourite?
I did like him quite a lot. I did like him. When he won here on Champ, I think I was more pleased than he was. I was screaming.
Running up.
I was. You get so, start following people, get attached.
It's a bond.
Yeah, well,
you did get attached. I can tell you did get attached. What's Barry's favourite horse ever?
Moscow
Fly. I knew you were going to say. I'd have guessed that.
Well, he's one of them. I can't. Moscow and Sprinter.
Yeah.
Can't be split.
The best thing he ever said, Sprinter was a bit keen at Newbury one day when he won on me, and I said, "Back now, he looks so run off." He said, "Yeah, he just settled a little bit after the last."
That's when he started.
That's how good he was.
Yeah,
He broke the track record in Newbury that day. But he dropped the bridle at the back of the last.
That's amazing, isn't it?
No, he was. So Moscow was. I always said Moscow was Wayne Rooney and Sprinter was Thierry Henry.
Yeah. Different types,
good.
So good in FC. And vice versa, Luke's favourite? Not that bloody point.
Cool ground. yeah. But there's only one photo in the house that's cool ground. Was it in Chepstow by any chance?
That's his only winner, wasn't it?
I don't go on about everyone else gets on that. I don't. I'd never mention it.
Favourite food? Luke, what's Barry's favourite food?
Chocolate biscuits. I used to have biscuits in the house all the time, and they're like, you come back, and I'm struggling away. Oh, got to go for a run. Or got to get the races. I've got to have a sweat. Come back, he's eating a whole packet of biscuits. Literally, I come back.
Okay, right. Well, then answer me then something else. If we went for a steak, would there be any steak?
No.
If we went for a curry, would there be any curry left?
Ribeye steak. Yeah.
Demolished.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, the ribeye I like.
Yeah.
And what's Luke's favourite food?
Luke's favourite. I thought he was eating all the biscuits.
I don't know who it was.
Small chance of that too.
Small chance of that. What was Barry's most annoying habit?
Annoying for him or annoying for me?
Turning up. No, he's a very good lodger actually. He peed on the floor. I mean, apart from that.
What did he do?
Yeah. Luke, I suppose when I stood in the shit outside the bedroom door.
I bet you're one of them. You go to the toilet with the door open, didn't you? I bet you're one of them.
I'm not embarrassed.
No, I didn't say you were. I just said you're one of them. What does Barry wear to bed?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't actually in the bed with him.
Oh, it's one house, one bedroom, like as you chucked him on the sofa.
I tell the truth, there was 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms.
It's a good size house. Yeah.
One every empty one.
Pay well, I do.
They pay well, I do. You two must be. Some people, I feel like I actually sleep better when I sleep fully naked. Sometimes I sleep in my boxers, but when I kick them off, I actually then have proper dreams.
Anyway, we'll move on.
I mean, some people like to sleep with nothing. Some people like to. I imagine AP will go to bed with a frigging. He's the kind of guy to wear a vest in like.
As long as no one else is happy in the room, he's happy.
Yeah.
So that's he'd probably a dressing gown. I don't know.
All right. You don't go to bed in the dressing gown, do you? You don't sleep in it. No. You take it off. You a morning or evening person? Both of you. What? No, I'm not asking you what you are. What is Barry a morning person?
Well, he's never late riding out.
No. That's good. You've got to be, haven't you, in your industry? There's no two ways about it. If you're not a morning person, right?
I'd see myself as both. I'm good in the morning, but I'm not a grump in the evening either for heading out for food.
Well, are you better in the morning or the evening?
feel like I've got a bit more. I actually got a bit more to give in the morning.
Anyway,
No, just in terms of like waking up a bit more, and then by the evening I'm very tired. That happens. What's your favourite song, Barry, Luke? What's Barry, Luke? You're getting confused here. Luke, what's Barry's favourite song? You got to know this.
No,
I don't.
I imagine being a rhinestone cowboy man.
No way.
No.
Do you not like that? That's me, Boy Campbell, isn't it?
I didn't.
Yeah, we'd have never had music.
No.
In
You were
the
too happy with each other's company.
yeah. What do we watch? We never even watched.
Yeah, keep bonding. Yeah. And Secret Crush. One of you must have had a secret crush.
I fancied Luke the whole time.
You fancied Luke?
The whole time.
I'm
sorry, I'm just saying it now. Yeah.
You must have seen his.
Well, I suppose he invited me to stay in the house, so maybe it was the opposite too. I don't know.
Did you ever open some drawers and find some?
Didn't fancy. No.
I don't know. Was he actually right in my room? I don't know.
Yeah. I went in a few times to turn off the TV. He was desperate for going to bed. So he can be in bed at 9 o'clock and he's conked out.
Yeah.
And the TV is on full volume. So
I don't.
I'm in the West Wing. I'm in the West Wing, and I can still even hear it in the West Wing. I've had to go down, and your man is he's comatose.
But I'd never get how people can go to sleep with the TV on, and then you wake up in the morning and turn it off.
Well, I was trying to drown out any noise to my girlfriend, and then he kept coming in the room all the time. It's all a bit embarrassing.
I can imagine. Yeah, it made you feel inferior, didn't it?
I go that far.
Right, some serious stuff. We've had some gold medalists at Cheltenham Racecourse today, and we've got a lovely VT of them. So let's see who they were.
I'm here at the Champions Walk restaurant to chat to two riders who are actually Olympic gold medal winning riders at Tokyo 2020, Laura Collett and Tom McEwen. Lovely to have you here. Tom, actually you're a regular on our after hours show because I snooped round your lorry at Blenheim.
Yeah, it does sound a little odd when you put it like that, but yeah. Yes, it's my second appearance. Well, I didn't really appear last time, but yeah, you did snoop around my lorry and have a little nose round, I think.
Is it nice for you both to be out at a different equestrian event and actually have a day relaxing? Or, Laura, are you slightly tempted to get on and go and have a spin around those jumps?
Yeah, it's nice to be here with no pressure and pressure on everyone else, but equally I would love to have a little go round, have a little spin around Cheltenham.
And Tom, you're actually involved with racing somewhat because your dad is a vet at Wincanton, another jockey club racecourse. So how involved with racing have you been during your, growing up with him there?
Massively involved with my dad. It's more a family thing, mainly my dad. He's in Lambourne. Wincanton, he's a vet and he's been so for many, many years. So yeah, huge involvement. I'm the right height to do it. I don't really know why I went eventing. It would have been much more fun, but no, love what I do, and same as Laura, would love to have a go around these fences one day.
Laura, you've also been involved with racing. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement? Because you actually helped train some of the racehorses. Would you retrain any of them to become eventers?
Yeah, to be honest, I've had a couple of ex-racehorses to go eventing, but actually I really enjoy training the racehorses that are running, help them with their jump techniques, working with Ollie Murphy quite a lot at the moment. So I get a huge buzz out of improving horses and helping them hopefully jump better and go and win some races.
Well, guys, I'm going to let you go because you've got a lovely lunch here and enjoy the rest of your day and relaxing. But maybe we'll see you one day as a jockey, Tom. Maybe?
Maybe. I'm starting to get a little old, but yeah, maybe.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Yeah, love that. Tom McEwen, Laura Collett, Team GB gold winners, Tokyo 2020. It's a bit of a tongue twister when you reel that off, but it's a good achievement. So nice to see the Olympians in the house.
Yeah, and it's good actually, because you were saying Laura does a lot of schooling, goes around the yard. She went to Ollie Murphy's a couple of days ago. And like before, just people in racing, they just did their own thing. Oh, we didn't jump very well, we'll keep running it, we might learn, but now people have taken a much more intelligent approach, and they get the eventers and get to
see careers in other disciplines.
But they just get them. Yeah, teach them
because the basics. It's at a different level, and it's a finer art in eventing or show jumping. And Yogi Breisner, for example, would have done a lot of work with a lot of different horses over the years. The fine tuning they can do with a horse to make an average jumper a really good jumper, and that's worth it.
Yeah, I saw he was down at what yard was he at? can't remember one in the Cotswold. I went down the other day and he was giving a lesson. It's just it's amazing how just watching him.
He likes you. What he likes you to do, he likes you to have the confidence just to leave the horse to sort it out himself. So you send him in and just leave him, and then just dare the horse to put himself right.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, good to see. Right, on to tomorrow's racing. We're going to discuss the three races which kind of tickle the fancy. The Triumph Hurdle, we've got the Arkle Trial as well, and obviously the Paddy Power Gold Cup, which will be very exciting. We'll start, boys, with the Triumph Hurdle Trial. First race of the day tomorrow, 12:30. So if you're going to mark your cards at home, pay attention to these two. Obviously, know a thing or two, but Paul Nicholls got the favourite in this race. Magistrato, you pronounce it.
That'll do.
It's a short price. Well, say a short price favourite. It's an open race. It's an interesting race. I'm the intelligent one. We'll go with Magistrato, and then King Salute, Caramelised Olive.
King Salute's a danger. He was good in Kempton last time. Yeah. He won nicely. So I think he's dangerous to favourite.
What do you want to look for in this race? So obviously, we're going to look for a horse which obviously goes on to have a great chance in the Arkle, obviously stating the obvious. But what's an encouraging sign? You obviously want to win the race first and foremost, but
for Cheltenham or for the if you're to Triumph Hurdle, you need a horse who stays.
Yeah.
Adagio, who's top weight in the Greatwood.
Yeah.
Second in the Triumph, brilliant stare.
Yeah.
But he's top weight on Sunday for reasons.
Yeah.
That was a high level race last year. So Magistrato travelled brilliantly in Chepstow. Really impressive. But you want to see, can he operate like that around a stiffer track like Cheltenham in better company? So it's a step up in grade for him.
Yeah.
And as I said, I think Knight Salute, I just like him. And he won in Kempton, which is an easier track, but he won like a horse who stays.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting you say that stay, because obviously it's a 2 mile race. The Triumph, it's quick. It's what kicks off our festival, and it's exciting. It's not the Supreme does, but the Triumph is one which we look forward to, and it's quick. It's over in a blink of an eye. But
it's on the new course. So you have the old course the first day. Supreme's on the old course. It's more of a speed test.
Yeah.
Well, the Triumph is on the new course.
So it's more of a stamina test.
The last hurdle is 7 furlongs from home. So you have 2 hurdles from home. It's a war of attrition. Especially for juveniles, it becomes a test of stamina.
Yeah.
So you need a strong stare.
For people that are having a bet, treat that as a standalone race tomorrow, because the correlation between that and the Triumph Hurdle, it's a million miles away. It's so far off. There are so many horses. The Triumph Hurdle winner won't have come out yet.
Yeah.
So just treat that.
But do take note if with an impressive one.
Yeah.
Like the Nichols horse could. He won very impressively in Chepstow. If he puts in a big performance tomorrow, he will go to the head of the market. And he'll be a big contender come March. But it's just the level of performance that you need to see.
Okay. So you like Knight Salute?
Yeah,
Would that be your pick?
I think you could oppose the favourite with him.
Okay.
But the favourite could be very good as well.
I think the favourite, Johnny Delahaye, that owns the Magistrato, it's sort of one of Paul's biggest owners.
Yeah.
They're not going to sell him rubbish. So he has
good horses.
He's looking for the good horses. He's lucky he can afford to pay good money for them.
Yeah.
He paid good money for this. He looked very, very good at Chepstow. It'll take a very smart one to beat him.
Yeah. And then there's obviously an amateur race. Then we got a novice chase, and then we've got the Paddy Power Gold Cup.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. I mean,
pick me a winner in that.
Well, I've gone for the Sue Smith, or what's it called?
Midnight
Shadow.
What time's the Arkle? I missed that, haven't I?
That's the 140 is the previous.
Yeah, 140. Here we go. Let's do the Arkle first.
You're third time lucky. So he
absolutely hacked up.
And he jumped brilliant. He was a really good performance. It's hard to oppose him here.
Yeah.
Mick Pastor was beaten in Wincanton last week.
Captain Tom Cat
beat him. I don't think they're good enough to beat the favourite.
Mick Pastor's better off. He's £5 better off.
Yeah.
But you look at Mick Pastor.
And he's coming back in trip as well.
Tom Cat as well. They're not going to be. They
don't stand out.
They're not going to.
They're good horses.
They're good horses. Yeah. They're not there. Third time lucky. The key to him is the good ground.
The other thing of the Irish horses as well, which obviously come over for the Arkle as well. They're going to be, you do well. The third time lucky comes, horses like that. You get
Third time lucky is a very good horse.
Yeah.
He should beat these, but will he be good enough for March? I think he'll have to improve a bit.
This will be a different test to last time as well for third time lucky, because he literally won it at Canton.
He jumped right.
He still got to do your job.
Very professional. And it's not the easiest place to go early like that. And he was very professional. And that experience, having had that course experience, will stand to him tomorrow.
Yeah. And obviously Dan Scout, he's had a lot of firepower. We'll see my Drogo being one of them today. So he'll be looking to bounce back the yard. He'll be looking to get a winner on the board. And then the Paddy Power Gold Cup, which is the, well, tell me the time of the race, boys. 2:15. They all come quick and fast here at Cheltenham. That's
you should get the big text like you, Luke. The big race.
How do you? Yeah, I need the big text. I just gave Luke my phone to have a look at the card. He was zoomed in like this. I was thinking, gee, like sitting next to you, my old man. But right, pick the bones out of this. This is a tough race. Al Dancer, Lalore, they're your kind of short. They're your favourites. Large prices, sort of 11-2. Is the price of the favourites, and yeah, Protectorat, Scoutman's again, another player. But I mean, this is you could almost stake a claim for any horse in this race.
You could. You're talking rubbish. No, you could
stick to prancing round in swimming trunks.
I think you could.
Rubbish.
You go down to horses like ASO at the bottom of the market. There's no reason there. I mean, that horse run out of skin on many an occasion, but this is like this. Yeah, you've
got too much weight.
Got it. Will you
Dancing Shadow? I think he's finished. He won the Dipper round here.
Midnight Shadow. Sorry.
Then he won. He was second in the Caspia Caviar round here, and he ran a really good race first time out in the old Rowan behind All Mankind.
Yeah.
He looked as though that race was just to put him straight. But the big talking horse leading up to this has been Layla.
Yeah.
First run, wind operation, gone to the champion trainer.
Changing yards.
Spark, I mean, absolutely, apparently ripping the gallops up at home.
Yeah.
But we've heard it all before, haven't we? You know, but he'll be the talking horse. I think he'll go favourite.
Yeah, okay. I think the money will come for.
I thought you made a very good point earlier, Chris, which Luke completely dismissed that any horse could win this. And I actually got a bit of word during the week for a horse called Dayran the Carjack. He's 33-1.
Alan Kings.
Yeah, he was 2 lengths behind Midnight Shadow in the Dipper, and he gets £10 off.
Yeah.
Good ground is the key to it. So he has a chance each way. I think it's a very open race.
I like it.
Brilliant jockey, terrible tipster.
Wow, you mean I haven't seen you tip a winner?
Well,
you just what do you just call Midnight Shadow? Got the wrong horse. I'm still looking for that one.
Trying to bet it.
But yeah, I mean, God, there's loads.
It's very open. It's very. I think the favourite's the right horse. Al Dancer is the right horse to be favourite.
Yeah.
Protectorat is a good horse, but he's too much weight to fail. It's very tricky and very open. But an outsider, there could be an outsider.
There's a bloke over there behind there. Look, he's going to put a hedge in for me next week.
Is he?
Yeah. I'm putting a hedge in now by the side of my.
To stop all those visitors?
Yeah.
Having a peek in.
I'm not sure it's going to be the straightest hedge looking at the state of him. But
yeah, I know. I would question that. Zanza. Would you make a claim for Zanza?
Hobbs. Yeah.
He fouled, didn't he, at Cheltenham last season, and that went for travelling pretty nicely. But obviously, I mean,
he is a good horse. It's very open.
Yeah.
There isn't a standout.
Yeah,
I think it's open. Like Al Dancer he's been running up fence a couple of seasons, but he has the potential and loves the better ground.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do every day we have the guests on, we're going to ask them to pick a winner. Any race tomorrow, you pick me a winner, you get a bottle of Glenfarclas.
I know.
But you can get your own bottle and you can go back there and enjoy it in the comfort of your living room in your new hedge.
Thing is, I know what you're going to go. You'll go in some pathetic.
No, I don't need to choose.
You'll go some pathetic race and go for a favourite. So, but I'm not having that.
No, mine would be in the amateur race. I'd have Strictly a Dancer. Wow. Christian Williams is. So I spoke to him today and he said he was doing everything right. That's good enough for me.
Well, I'm going to go then Paddy Power and go with Midnight Shadow.
Third time.
No, I will go for Dragon Bones in the 250.
Dragon Bones in the 250. There we go. Yeah, nice. Excellent. Yeah. Right. Well, tomorrow we will be back. We'll be back on After Hours. We're live, obviously, on ITV Racing on the main channel tomorrow. So it'll be ITV1, Racing TV as well, and all across Cheltenham's social platforms. So do join us. My sheets are blown all over the shop here. The wind's just picking up.
I thought you were saying we're off later on, aren't we?
No, we're. What do you mean?
Well, after the.
Yeah, we're off to 131. Off to the club. Yeah. To the club. It's more of a social environment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean.
I thought we have to club it.
How do you think about that? See, people can avoid listening to your waffle. That would do them all a favour. Yeah, so tune in tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the race. Obviously, you've got your selections there from the boys. Thank you for joining me, lads. Get your festival tickets as well. You can get them best price before midnight, Monday the 15th of November. So if you're looking to come to the festival, get online, get your tickets sorted. And if you're looking to do something with the kids,
get them down to Cheltenham. It's the famous family-free fun activities day. So bring the kids down. Under 18s go free this weekend if you're looking for things to do. And there's so many activities. And children's TV character Bing will be here. Do you know who Bing is?
Not really, no.
No.
Last time I watched a children's television was Magic Roundabout.
Yeah. That's I remember the Magic Roundabout. They got one of them at Swindon as well. You ever tried to navigate that? It's unbelievable.
You wouldn't want too many of these.
No, you definitely wouldn't. But yeah, if you're still looking at walking up and joining us for tomorrow, tickets are available. Book them online throughout tomorrow morning. And God, this wind does pick up.
Do you ever have notes for everything?
Stuck down. Yeah, and after hours, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, 5 p.m. I just want to say thank you to Glenfarclas, our sponsor. You've been great, boys. Barry, Luke. Oh no, I ain't got rid of you just yet. So we've got to go do something else after this. But yeah, we'll say cheers.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
Go easy, lads. All the best. Take care. See you tomorrow. That's beautiful.